Now, I know I'm late to the news, but the Giants are releasing Blake Martinez. News broke late Thursday, and when I'm looking at this move from the New York Giants, it doesn't save them any money against the cap. The cap room is still in shambles, thanks to Dave Gettleman, and we're looking at them as a roster on the field. The linebacker core just got much more weaker, and it's probably the weak spot of the Giants defense. I know the cornerback position, you know what I'm saying, with Adoree Jackson, Aaron Robinson, doesn't look as good. You know what I'm saying? It's been the story all off season. But now without Blake Martinez in the linebacking core, I think that is now the weak spot of the defense. The Giants are going to roll out Tay Crowder as linebacker 1. They have Micah McFadden as linebacker 2. And Austin Calitro, preseason standout, at linebacker 3. But when we're talking about Blake Martinez, the hints were already being in place that they were going to make a move on Blake Martinez. First off, he's come off the ACL injury. I don't know how the Giants felt about that coming off the injury, but they also took away his play calling duties on the defense. Blake Martinez was the mic for us on the defense for the past couple of seasons. He was the guy that when we're looking at the plays, he was the guy that was calling it out. That got put on Xavier McKinney's plate over the offseason, and I didn't really see nothing. I didn't really make much of it, but they also took away the captain badge from Blake Martinez. When the Giants were voted for captains, Blake Martinez was not one of those guys. So when we're looking at that, they were going to move on from Blake Martinez. And when I'm looking at the reports, majority of reports say that the Giants didn't think that he fit the Wink Martindale scheme, and he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? In the Wink Martindale scheme, you want athletes at the linebacker position. You want guys that are versatile. You want guys that can go after the quarterback. You want guys that can stop the run. You want guys that can defend the pass. Blake Martinez off an ACL injury really isn't that. And I think he still could have helped the Giants though in the run game. You know what I'm saying? As a veteran in the locker room, I still think he could have made an impact on the New York Giants in the 2022 season. I really do. And you know, this move doesn't help the Giants in the cap space. It does not. And if it did, then I would understand that. I would be like, hey, I kind of understand why they're getting rid of him if they still need cap space heading into the season. The Giants are still still $5 million, I think, over the cap heading into the season. So we're looking at James Bradberry. We're looking at how they released him. That move saved up cap space. That move, you know, was a move where they had to do it to sign their draft picks. But we're looking at Blake Martinez. That move really, you know, it doesn't really help them like it did with James Bradberry. So when we're looking at the defense, though, it got much more weaker. Much more weaker. We're looking at the linebackers that they're going to roll out this year. I don't know if they're going to make another move. I don't know if they're going to go out and sign somebody yet. That's to be determined. They still can go out and sign guys, I guess, if they were able to, you know, create some cap space. But they're going to roll out with Tay Crowder, Mr. Relevant for a couple of drafts ago, who I like. You know what I'm saying? He's probably, for a Mr. Relevant draft pick, for the last draft pick in the draft, he's a good pick. He was a good pick. But you don't want him being your linebacker 1. You don't want him being your linebacker 1. You don't want him being your linebacker 2. And at linebacker 2, they got Micah McFadden, who's a 5th round draft pick out of Indiana, who I like. I like Micah McFadden out of Indiana, but he's a 5th round draft pick. You don't want to put all the pressure. You don't want to put all your expectations on a 5th round draft pick. Then at linebacker 3, you got Austin Calitro, preseason standout. No Giants fan knew who Austin Calitro was heading into preseason. So that says a lot on its own right there. So I think now the Giants' weakest spot on defense isn't the cornerback position no more. At least at the cornerback position, they actually have a starting caliber player in Adoree Jackson at CB1. On the linebacker core though, Tay Crowder is not a starting NFL linebacker. Can he prove that this season? Yes, but based on the 2 seasons that we've seen, he's not that. He's not that. So the weak spot of this defense now is the linebacker group. It's the starting linebacker group. And I know they say he didn't fit the scheme in Wink Martindale's scheme, but I still don't make this move. I don't. This move does not help you at all. Blake Martinez to me was still a great player. I think he still could have had a great season for the New York Giants off the ACL injury. We're looking at him in the running game. That's where he strives at. And that's where the Giants could be. That's where the Giants can help at. We gotta face Derrick Henry week 1. We have to face Derrick Henry week 1. We could have used Blake Martinez to help defend Derrick Henry in Tennessee. But the Giants are gonna move on from Blake Martinez. Joe Shane, keeps the cuts coming. He keeps the cut coming. We've seen him cut Logan Ryan. We've seen him cut James Bradbury. And now he has cut Blake Martinez. So Joe Schoen's not playing no games, man. He's not playing no games. He's getting those Dave Gettleman contracts out of here. Even though they aren't saving a lot of money towards the cap, he's just getting them out of there. He's getting them out of there. But until he makes a move where, you know, I think it's a head-scratching move, where I think it's not a move that helps the Giants at all, then you're going to see me get on him. He has not made a move like that yet. Still, I understand some people aren't really happy about this move, but when I'm looking at them saying that he didn't really fit the scheme, which he really didn't, I guess I can see why he did it. But until he makes a move where we will know when he makes a move that's kind of head-scratching, that's when I'm going to be critical of Joe Schoen. But until then, I'm still cool with Joe Schoen. I'm still cool with the regime. And I'm still excited to see what the Giants defense can do. I'm still very excited to see what the Giants defense can do. The Giants defense still has some couple of pieces with Xavier McKinney. You know, came out Thibodeau, who is going to be out week 1, I want to say. But Zizo Jalari, the defense still has pieces. We still got to see how it goes. Blake Martindale is a great defensive coordinator. I'm excited to see what he can do with the guys that he still has on this Giants roster. But the end of the video, I also want to talk about Harold Landry, star pass rusher from the Tennessee Titans, who the Giants have to face week 1. Well, he's out for the season with a torn ACL. First off, I want to say hopefully he gets healthy, fast recovery, hopefully bounces back. He will bounce back. But this does help the Giants beat the Titans in week 1. This does give them a better chance of beating the Titans week 1. Harold Landry was coming off a 12-sack season. He was going to be a problem for this Giants offensive line if they did not block right. But he's out for the season, and it helps the Giants. It does help the Giants week 1 versus the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. But that's going to do it. Leave down below your thoughts and comments on the Giants releasing Blake Martinez. Do you think this is a good move? Do you think this is a bad move? And also, leave down below how you are feeling about this Giants team heading into week 1 versus Tennessee. But that's going to do it, though. We're 9 days out. The season starts next week. I'm excited. I cannot wait. And if you are a Giants fan who loves Giants football, you need to hit that subscribe button. But that's going to do it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button. And until then, it's been your boy Jay Dimes, and I am out. Go Giants.